The House Justice Committee serves Vice President Sara Duterte a notice to respond to the impeachment complaints filed against her within 10 days. Malacañang reminds government workers to be careful and critical after at least 3 Filipinos were found to be handing over sensitive information to Chinese nationals. Former Senator Sonny Trillanes files a criminal complaint against 18 alleged ex-Marines and others who claim the ICC received bribes. The House of Representatives will investigate the lewd remarks of Deputy Minority Leader Bong Suntay against actress Ann Curtis. And the Vatican's top diplomat criticizes the war on Iran, saying nations do not have the right to launch so-called preventive wars. The House Justice Committee serves Vice President Sara Duterte a notice to respond to the impeachment complaints against her within 10 days. The receiving copy of the committee shows Duterte's camp received the notice at 10:44 a.m. Thursday, March 5. The notice says failure to respond within the period is considered a general denial to allegations in the complaints. It comes a day after the committee declared 2 impeachment complaints against Duterte sufficient in substance. These complaints were endorsed by Mamamayang Liberal Representative Laila de Lima, Deputy Speaker Paulo Ortega, and House Human Rights Committee Chair Bienvenido Abante. The petitions seek Duterte's removal from office for various alleged offenses such as misuse of confidential funds, bribery of education officials, apparent threats to the life of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. and his family, and her supposed unexplained wealth. After the 10-day period, there may be a series of back and forth between Duterte's camp and the complainants on the filing of pleadings, affidavits, and counter-affidavits. Malacañang reminds workers in government to be careful and critical after the Philippines' security sector discovered at least 3 Filipinos who were found and later confessed to handing over sensitive information and files to Chinese nationals. Rappler first reported on the discovery of at least 3 persons found to have turned over information and documents related to the Philippines' defense and security sector. The National Security Council has since confirmed the report and said the spying operation has been addressed and terminated. Rappler interviewed 4 Filipinos who were caught or flagged through the government's Insider Threat program. 3 of them were involved for years with foreign bosses who solicited sensitive information. China's foreign ministry says Thursday, March 5, quote, "We object to it, the case is not clear and there is no conclusive evidence." Former Senator Antonio Trillanes IV files a criminal complaint against 18 self-styled ex-Marines and other personalities who allege that the International Criminal Court received bribes. He files a perjury complaint due to what he calls their false testimonies. During the ICC pre-trial hearings of Rodrigo Duterte, a purported affidavit by former Marines circulated alleging they delivered cash to Trillanes to help fund the ICC investigation. Trillanes has been working with the ICC since 2017. He also files a cyber libel complaint and accused several individuals of violating Article 363 of the Revised Penal Code for allegedly incriminating an innocent person. Included in the complaint are lawyer Levi Baligod, former lawmaker Mike Defensor, former broadcaster Jay Sonza, former anti-insurgency spokesperson Noreen Badoy, and vlogger Kathy Binag. It cites their alleged conflicting and defamatory statements about a supposed $2 million cash transfer and accusations of kidnapping. The House of Representatives authorizes an investigation into the lewd remarks of Deputy Minority Leader Bong Suntay against actress Ann Curtis. The House adopts a motion allowing the Ethics Committee to make a thorough assessment of Suntay's remarks. This after the House Committee on Women and Gender Equality Chair, Laguna 1st District Representative Ann Matibag, spoke on the plenary floor and requested that the issue be referred to the Ethics Committee.
Ang babae ay hindi biro, hindi rin siya pantasya, at ang dignidad ng kababaihan ay hindi kailanman dapat maging katatawanan sa loob ng Kongreso.
Suntay has apologized but insisted that he was arguing on principles. The Vatican's top diplomat warns the ongoing US-Israeli attacks on Iran undermine international law, noting that nations do not have a right to launch so-called preventive wars in an unusually direct criticism of the military campaign. Vatican Secretary of State Pietro Parolin says, quote, "The rule of force has replaced the force of law, with the conviction that peace can arise only after the enemy has been annihilated. It is unusual for Vatican diplomats to openly criticize specific military campaigns. They typically avoid public attention and work behind the scenes to keep the Church available as a potential mediator in conflicts." Pope Leo did not address the ongoing conflict during his weekly audience with pilgrims at St. Peter's Square on Wednesday. But on Sunday, he made an impassioned appeal for an end to the conflict and called for a stop to what he described as a spiral of violence. And that's today's wrap. I'm JC Gotinga. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. For more updates, download the wRap.